On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. To return, Jerome Ford. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Line up, go.
Watson's going to come out throwing. Got a man. It's Njoku. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action now with Jackson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
We're set.
Watson now, blitz coming. Setting up the screen. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
54.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
26. 26. 59.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 3rd and short. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of...
They read that screen perfectly. Interception! Into the red zone! And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Ford on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one down at the 25. Working quickly here. That'll be the end of one. And we're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, 24.
Play action. It's Watson. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and short, it's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You're set.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Connection made to Jeudy. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Watson on 1st and 10. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns tie things up at 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Pistol snap to Jackson. Buying some time right. He can run it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He's going deep! And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Lamar out of the pistol. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Lamar now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First down, ball at the 36. Working from the gun, Watson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Browns pushing for a score before the break. Here's Watson, first and 10. Short pass brought in. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
59. 55. 55.
Throwing now from the gun. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. 9-yard pickoff, and it sets him up with first and goal.
At 31. 54 is down, he's coming.
From the gun, Watson. Escapes out to the left. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
First down, here's Lamar. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
No, we changed it.
Walker going in motion left. Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Browns might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Hey, 31!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Hey, 31!
Throwing it just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. 1 play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Set. Out.
To throw, here's Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First six.
First and 10, here's Watson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd down, Watson throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were...
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Put a set. Alert. Hey, alert, alert.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 34. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Third down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Report!
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Henry running to the left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another run for Henry. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Turning to Henry on third. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Taken in by Likely. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. They give right side to Henry. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And he gets in, touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Reset. And 24.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Reset.
Back to the air, Watson. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Three-quarter. First and 10 from the 41.
Reset.
Watson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Depart! At 59! Out from the goal!
Sticking to the air with Watson. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
64! 26! Up!
Working from the gun, Watson. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
At 59!
Running back sent in motion. Watson with third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense up to the line fast.
59!
Watson on 1st and 10. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Reset!
From the red zone now. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out.
That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll run here with Henry. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Shut up!
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Chased out to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens nearing their 9th win of the season. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert! Hey, 24. Where's the set?
Watson to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Set.
Here's Watson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Set. Line up, go.
Watson with a blitz coming. That's caught for the first. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
59. 54.
2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. First throw for the backup now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. So that brings up 4th and long. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Will not be denied. Touchdown! The Ravens put up even more points in a win. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
They'll throw to begin this drive. throw wheeled in by Njoku. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. To throw it on first down. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. First down, ball at the 36. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go now.
One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left. So a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. David Njoku, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now the Browns lining up for another 2-point conversion try. He's throwing for it. And he won't reel it in, but wouldn't get them the win anyway. Instead of a 1-point loss, it's going to stay at 3. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another